Right, today's order of business is clearing up at least one of these areas and taking care of at least one companion's quests, or at least making some progress in that area.
Let's ask Myrna and Vorgoth about these hauntings.
I'd also appreciate it if we could see to those displaced wisps.
Of course.
Despite what you may have heard, spirits who dwell here do so willingly. Most of our working dead are animated by unthinking wisps, which are little more than impulses from the Fade. But later, I could introduce you to some truly intelligent undead.
I think I've met enough spirits, thanks. It smells like incense.
That works too. I know I should give two-handed probably another try. But I'm really liking the sword and shield. I don't know what is over this way. We probably don't need to go in here yet. Oh, now this is as far as we can go. Great. All right. Okay, this is really cool though. Any watchers or visitors are to report at once if they witness imbalances such as dream cycles or broken auras amongst the Necropolis' shared inhabitants. If you are unsure, please seek out a senior watcher for a proper diagnosis.
Thank you for coming, Rook. We're in need of your assistance.
Your letter spoke of hauntings?
Malign spirits free by the gods.
They have concretized into a variety of forms. Left unchecked, these spirits will cause great harm.
They must be put to rest.
This haunting was once a spirit of curiosity.
It has turned to a darker purpose.
We must keep track of our skeletal assistants.
Are any lost?
Intermittently. One revels in hiding in the sand.
Vorgoth, what do you sell?
Greeting.
I can't with this guy.
Farewell.
Rook, Professor, a new group of Venatori trespass in the Shrouded Halls.
The gall of them!
They come in search of plunder.
We'll put a stop to that.
The Shrouded Halls have been left in appalling condition.
Memory wanes.
That provides scant comfort.
What is Vorgoth? Sorry.
Let's see if we can figure this out.
Figure what out? What are we doing? Oh, there's a wisp in there. Is this room a puzzle?
That did it.
What? What did what? Oh no. What?
Let's see if we can figure this out. We got it.
Whoop. See, I think I'm not sure if I hit that other one twice on accident. I don't know what. I don't remember how it started. And I don't know what they're doing. It's like playing Infra. Just touch the levers, press the buttons. Your character will say, "Oh, we did it," and you'll be like, "What did we do?" The risen gods and their divine power. Sense a potential ally in the Necropolis. We must sway it to their cause. According to that unbearable necromancer we've had to deal with, the entity we seek should be in the Shrouded Halls. But be careful, this being is ancient. Who knows what mood it may be in when we find it.
There's one of those scattered wisps you mentioned, Emmerich.
It's out of alignment. Let's find a receptacle for it while it recovers.
What do we have here? That did it.
What? You're kidding me. We are timed on gathering our wisps and putting them where they're supposed to go. Oh, okay. I see.
Let's see if we can figure this out. We got it. Can you get this, Emmerich? The door's locked. Maybe it'll open if we bring more wisps.
Are they leading us here or warning us away?
They're powerfully warded, and yet someone passed through these doors not long ago.
There we go.
Let's get our last wisp and then I want to see what the hell that is. Oh, well, we kind of need to do this to get the last wisp, apparently.
Not a problem. This cannot be the last wisp. We need another to unlock that door.
Right. Let's look around.
Wait, I don't understand. Didn't we do... Oh. Oh, okay. Great.
At last, Wisps unlocked this door. Let's take a look.
We'll do that in a bit. I have no idea what that is for. Let's, do what we came here to do.
Trouble ahead. Behind you! Now's your chance. Excellent hit! The faithful cannot die! Say the word.
Looks like the Venatori planned on taking a few things with them.
I will take these things instead. What way do we want to go now? Well, let's do what we came here to do, I said.
So, Emric, you're a Mortalitasi.
Mortalitasi is a general term. I belong to the Morn Watch.
But you are a necromancer.
Yes, certainly.
What? Wait. What's going on in here?
There's a haunting.
Oh. Can we destroy this thing? No. Okay. So let's see.
Say the word. Take this shot.
Though, when pressed the wrong way, errant spirits of curiosity sometimes turn to malice. Right away.
I think this wisp wants something. Let's try this again.
Yeah, I think it has to do with these two being the wrong order.
Of course.
One more time.
For us? Thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
Very generous.
Now what? Where do you want to go?
Of course.
How? I have no idea. What the fuck? Spite, that is like so unhelpful, dude.
More Venatori, and they're summoning a demon this time.
Oh, great. That's just what we need.
Fantastic rope!
Venatori sure made themselves cozy here.
The cultists will be staying longer than they imagined.
Myrna and Borgoff will be happy. I think that's the last of the trespassing Venatori.
It's a travesty so many of them gathered here undetected. We really must raise some new corpse guards. What do you dream of in the dark?
No! Not yet! Don't bury me! I'm alive! I'm still alive! It's open. There's light.
Visitors are discouraged from leading too close to the pools. It's been said that one can hear secrets of the dead in the ripples of the cascades, but sometimes the waters plunge deeper than they should. Well, whatever you do, don't put railings up.
We've a fight ahead.
Watch your back!
Thanks, Emmerich.
Say the word! Good work!
Go team!
Thank you again for coming. My duties include tending to these rites of remembrance. Excellent. Manfred found his way down. Very good, Manfred.
He sounds excited.
I thought we'd start the rites here. A tableau of the dead, commissioned 173 years
Manfred.
ago. These lives were flickers against the ages, precious, fragile, and finite. Now they serve as a warning. Don't linger overlong in the gloom. Live with grace and fervor while you may.
Not sold on the healing power of skeletons.
It's all in how you approach it. That one's livelier. Here. Who were you when you breathed above?
This body was a tailor's, a mother's. She laughed and taught and wove the robes kings wore when they were crowned.
Tja. Someone must realign her thoracic vertebrae. I hope the novices are inspecting the displays.
Seems pointless. No one here's expecting company. Are they?
Let's continue.
So Navarrans, they really don't place
So what
importance
now?
on the dignity of
We light
bodies
candles in
after
remembrance
death.
of the dead.
Or at least I don't know, they see this as dignified.
Would you care to light the candle, Rook? Look at this. The last tomb of the Tannhausens. A very influential family in the Storm Age.
We broke the bones of dragons.
A posthumous motto. Their last heir met his match against a Highland Ravager.
Death by dragon? I'm surprised there was enough to bury.
Do you know, I never expected that the door we found back in the Vault of the Beloved would lead here.
So the Necropolis actually shuffles its rooms around?
From time to time. Very unlikely to happen while we're inside a chamber. Could you light the next candle?
Look at this. It's macabre and beautiful.
Aha! One of my favorite flowers! A variegated weeping widower.
You know your plants.
Alchemy is my hobby. It's a break from teaching spirit calling and theoretical applied metaphysics.
Right, just on the side.
This way, Rook.
You were right about the gardens being peaceful.
The Necropolis has its dangers, but these places...
Examining the graves?
Sorry, I interrupted you.
You'll need to light these candles as well. Open your hearts to the final day, companion of all the ages. You remarked earlier that keeping this place in order seems pointless, but there's meaning in how we tend the Necropolis.
Just seems like a lot of ceremony.
The ceremony can be the point. The spirits gather. Only a few more candles. Follow me. Ah, look here.
This one's all yours, Emric.
Certainly. We're also enjoying the gardens, but we've one last ritual ahead. On your way, my friend.
Spirits really are your specialty.
I've always had a rapport with them. Even as a child, they were my companions.
After you started training here?
After I was orphaned.
Oh.
A collapsed building, swift deaths. After the funeral, the Watchers took me in.
Belated condolences, if that's worth anything.
Always. We move on, as we must, but those long nights linger about the shadows.
How did you deal with it?
I didn't. When I first arrived here, I was terrified.
And you still joined the Watchers?
They're what saved me. Come, the next set of graves lies ahead.
I'm honestly stunned at how beautiful that is. This scene over here. That's incredible.
Please, light the next candles if you would. There's much to recommend about the rhythm of a ceremony. It eases our worst hours. As a boy, the Watcher's rituals were exactly what I needed to steady my days with purpose.
And some death magic?
Well, every young mage needs a speciality. All this pageantry, this magnificent gloom and its rites. I ask you, Rook, what is it for?
It's gotta be the living, right?
Yes, Exactly, exactly. This place is an abundance of history, of magic, of memories. The Watchers preserve it so the living may draw comfort from those who've gone before. We must get to the candle, please, Manfred.
You told Harding that Manfred used to be a wisp until you gave him a body?
Yes, he's taken so well to it. Haven't you, Manfred? Here are the last candles you'll need to light. Once you're ready, we'll need to ring the bell. Let the rites be acknowledged. Our bonds seen and sealed. We honor the listening spirits.
Hail from the abyss.
We witness, good Watcher, faith kept in all our paths.
What was...
The Necropolis hosts many spirits. We thank these guardians for their protection and friendship. We'll need to ring the bell once more to close out the departing ceremony.
So you were really afraid of this place as a child?
It wasn't the Necropolis itself, but what was draped around it. Have you ever been frightened by the thought of dying, Rook?
Hasn't everyone, from time to time?
When I was younger, it happened more often than that. That's when I discovered I possess a great terror of dying. It goes beyond dread. Can't be reasoned with or soothed over. It comes without warning. In the dead of night, sunlit streets, a raw, strangling fear struck somewhere deep past the heart.
That's an issue for a necromancer.
Oddly, I discovered I wasn't alone. I debated this fear with friends. I argued with teachers. Yet, it lingered. Manfred's right. That's maudlin enough. There are struggles, but a Watcher should always find peace amongst the graves. And what sort of host would I be if we didn't end with some light refreshment?
Well, if Manfred's excited, how can I refuse? Cheers, Manfred.
Rise now the evening star, counterweight to hail desire. Feel the old year's clutching toll mark the banking of the fire. You know, I can imagine this being healing to work on. Writing, the art, the level design, to like very carefully craft whole entire beautiful necropolis. And think about the people that you know who deserve such treatment in death. Eternity's witness. Honestly, it feels weirdly healing being here in the game. I mean, look at this. Even just this is incredibly beautiful. Failure. Each cutting withers when I attempt to replant it above the necropolis. Somewhere along the ages, we created soil that breeds plants poisoned by the sun. What a pity. I would have enjoyed a cluster of moon lilies in my little potted garden.
As a spirit mage, Emmerich, you must sense spite.
I'm sorry that you two came together under such unjust circumstances. Ah. My sympathies.
You can hear spite, even when he doesn't take me over?
This close, yes.
I am so sorry.
Ever within our hearts. What the fuck? What?
See if we can figure this out.
Frostblown dark before the dawn. Sightless gulf of endless deep. No sound murmurs through the mind. Nothing turns within the deep.
It's a meditative puzzle on the echoes of our actions.
You know the solution?
It needs to be discovered if it's to have any meaning.
All right.
Allow me.
Laughing youths in noonday's shade clasp the harvest hand in hand. Find the shrouded lover's kiss, pluck the lily from the land.
Certainly.
Wait, what?
Let's try this again.
Oh, okay. They all have this. Okay. That'll help.
Straight away. At once. Allow me. Right away.
That opened up something.
Oh. All right, let's move on. What are we doing?
There are no further signs of the Venatori. However, we may wish to send some back as cautionary examples to the rest.
Yes.
That skeleton that used to be a spirit of curiosity is gone.
Our gratitude. The magic animating this haunting is ancient.
The gods stole its slumber.
What? Are you freaking kidding me? This did not stay open. Oh, that's gonna make me mad. That's gonna drive me crazy.
You're the spirits Emmerich and I met in the gardens.
Yes, indeed.
How pleased we are to see you hale and whole.
Indignity. A thread of curiosity has scattered bones of the deceased.
If you'll give the dead peace, then reunite them inside their resting place, outside the vault of the beloved.
We unlocked a room in the gardens with the bells. Whose was it?
It varies as the Necropolis sees fit from time to time.
On patterns too fine for even we to know.
Greetings once again.
Watchable Karen. Always a pleasure. Such a promising child.
He's been grown a while. You're forgetting time.
How do mortal minds track the years?
You two, stop being so bright.
The demands of spite grace our halls with its customary dignity.
How pity. For both it and its host are so single-minded. Such youth.
Not a truth either will enjoy.
I hate this place.
Sorry, buddy.
Doing well?
The sunken bell has woken friends.
Such ends they'll take to meet us.
Well, I can't freaking enter the newly unsealed chamber or whatever, so, we're gonna go do Tash things now.
Good. But you should know, all the people who ever tried to kill me are dead.
Tash will have my back. You can't handle both of us.
I once killed half a dozen Venatori while stuck inside an elevator. I'll take my chances.
I believe him.
With all my regards, but I don't want them to think me homesick.
Hi, Emmerich.
Rook, hello. Just composing a few letters. The other Watchers have been most interested in our adventures.
What's the Grand Necropolis like?
Its Majesty has stilled the tongues
Been
of
there.
kings and queens. It's a haven for spirits and the dead, a vast well of history, the duty and shelter of every Watcher. We who serve it are pledged to an eternal vigil.
What do Watchers, watch for?
There are stranger and more dangerous things than spirits in the Fade, Rook. The Watchers stand against them when their shadows rise.
And anything lately?
A few portents I cannot put down solely to the chaos of the elven gods, but nothing definitive. Perhaps only shivers in the void.
So I've heard people call necromancers mortalitasi. What's the difference between them and the Morn Watch?
Oh, all Navaran necromancers are mortalitasi. The Watchers are a special order within them.
Very fancy.
We've certain privileges and attendant responsibilities.
What's the Morn Watch do?
Our first duty is safekeeping the Grand Necropolis and preparing the funerary dead. Another is stopping misuse of dark magic and necromancy.
Must keep you busy.
Not often, but on occasion.
I couldn't help overhearing the word homesick.
Oh, I'm fine. Completely absorbed in our venture. But if I were home, I'd be preparing for new students or requests to speak to the dead.
You didn't stop teaching just to be with us, did you?
I'm long overdue for a sabbatical. Besides, do you know how many students the faculty wanted in my class next season? 10! How's one meant to tailor separate lessons for 10 pupils at a time? Honestly.
Can people just ask you to show up for some corpse whispering?
Oh, nothing official. There are very few of us, but we help here and there. Questioning a victim of murder, clearing up disputed wills, and sometimes fetching back last words from a loved one.
You can get anything out of the dead and they just let you leave Navarra?
My gift has limitations. The dead only know what they did in life. What was clear under the sun is sometimes blurred when I revive them.
Makes sense.
Honestly, some conversations aren't worth the trouble. Death encourages obstinacy.
Good to chat. I'll let you get back to your letter.
Before you go, I wanted to thank you for your company in the Memorial Gardens. There's another ceremony I have to perform there. If you'd like to visit again. Not yet, but soon.
Sounds good. Sometimes I miss home too.
Rook, I'm not... well, perhaps a little.
You'll cheer up once we look at some graves, I bet.
The ceremony should be most centering. I'll let you know when it's time. How thoughtful, Rook.
There's something on your mind.
It's just... Demetta's Crossing. I can't stop thinking about it, those people. What if it happens again? What if it's happening all over right now and we just don't know about it?
Something happens somewhere remote. It could take a while for word to get out.
Nev?
What? If we pretend it's not possible, we might miss something.
I just want to help, but this... it's all so big.
You do what you can.
Hey, what the elves did to your titans? That's messed up.
I don't know. Sometimes it feels silly. It wasn't like it happened to me personally.
That's Vashadan. You remember it. It's you.
Yes, I guess you're right. But it was a war. The elves had no choice because the Titans were dangerous and...
No, it wasn't your fault.
But I don't remember everything. What if the Titans deserved...
Hey, it wasn't your fault.
Thanks, Tosh.
You have a knife at the end of your braid? Girl. Alright, time to check on my upgrades. This is also beautiful. A very different way from the Necropolis.
On the job. Ending now.
Now let's see what they've got. So, Lucanus, you're an Antivan crow.
Yes.
Do all crows have demons in them?
What? No.
It's fine if they do. I'm Rivaini. Our seers let spirits possess them for ceremonies.
Well, Antivan crows don't. Spite was put into me by the Venatori.
Oh. That's messed up.
Yes, it is. Iago, since you said you already had weaponry covered, we sent mostly alchemical supplies. This should give you what you need for those lovely little traps you've been springing on your new friends in Treviso. You can send your team to our agreed upon drop spot at the waterfall and the cliff tops.
These are the crows that were supposed to be picking up supplies.
They were taken by surprise.
Eclectic armorer. What the hell is that?
Strangle a Kunari with their own Darsam.
With their what?
The ropes Kunari wear. You can strangle us with them, but only if they're tied wrong.
Why would we strangle you with your arms? Why wouldn't we just stab you?
Doing it with the Darsam makes it look like an accident.
We're professional assassins. Most of the time, when we kill someone, we want people to know it was us.
Oh, okay. But you could strangle a Kunari with their Darsam if you wanted to.
Of course.
How could that even be a question? Aren't we just here? Like, what the hell? the attackers in a single Dream Stalker.
Hey, Lucanus. How's Spike?
In a killing mood. Though, after the latest casualty reports from home, so am I.
We meet again. Like, what the hell? okay.
Talk. Got this.
From what I hear, your mother is intense.
Yep.
It can be hard, trying to live up to that.
Is your mother like that?
My mother died when I was young. I was raised by my grandmother, Katerina. She was very intense as well.
Right. The Venatori got her. You're gonna kill the ones that did.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Door's sealed, but those figures next to it look different. Might be a clue for how to open it.
Find the matching ones and the door should open.
Gotcha.
I'll need a wisp.
They successfully made this place a freaking maze.
They're hitting us from there!
Stage cover.
Taking fire! Finish it! Watch for incoming! You got us! Say the thing!
Everyone's still alive.
I remember being here before as well. This is a corpse.
I'm on it. Looks like we made a door.
Oh, a wisp. Cool. Now if only I could even remotely remember how to get to the place where it needs to go. Apparently this shit is timed.
Reminds me of home. Though if it weren't, Viago would have bought it already.
Oh, it's just right down here. Great. But that looks so cool. Two more.
Hey. Some for you. Some for you. Hey, don't be a dick. That was for the little one. Stupid birds.
Here, let me.
You gotta spread it out. Throw it out in a clump and they fight over it.
I know how to do it.
So do it. Sometimes I practice with the fire out here. It's safer. No people around. Lots of water.
Is it magic, or...?
It's not magic. My mother says the Kunari used to be closer to dragons. Something in our blood.
The Antam called you a Dari.
Yeah. Old Kunari word for fire breather. A few like me are born every generation. My mother thinks the Dari were meant for something special. She's always looking through the old texts for clues. Come on. Don't want to scare the birds. My mother left the Qun not far from here. She got herself transferred to Kantar from Parvalan. Smuggled me there and then walked out.
I thought Kantar was well fortified. How did she escape with a child?
The Qun isn't a prison. People can leave if they want. You little guys hungry?
Do you miss living under the Qun?
Not much to miss. I was a baby. My mother misses it. She was an Ashkari back then. A scholar.
Why'd she leave?
Me. There's enough for all of you. Shathan was worried about what the Kunari would do with a fire breather like me.
What would they do?
She said they'd have me put in the Antam, use me as a berserker. The idea scared her enough that she left her library and walked away from the Qun. There you go. Come on. Over here's where I practice.
Why not on the beach?
Don't want to scare the birds. We just fed them. What the crap is that?
The Antam must be marking their territory.
Not on my beach. Vash Vatari! Come on. These banners need to burn. Let's see if it burns.
Jeez.
Nice. What does it feel like when you breathe fire like that?
It's more like spitting.
Ew.
Something inside my throat opens up and lets stuff mix together. Then there's this rush of heat as I roar it out.
I'm surprised it doesn't hurt your mouth to do that.
It can. One time my tongue got in the way. Got a mouthful of fire.
Ouch.
Didn't hurt much. My mother has to make food extra spicy so I can taste it.
I guess that's the trade-off for being a fire breather.
It's fine. I smell stuff better than most people.
An Antam supply cache. Too bad it's locked up.
Not for long. Watch. All right.
Wow, it burned right through it.
Yep. Melt some metals, not all.
How'd you figure out which kinds of metals you could melt?
My mother said I went through a lot of spoons as a baby. This way.
More birds to feed?
Something like that. Karash, it's Tosh. I brought food.
Avatash, it's good you came early. The feather clouds are getting lower. It's going to rain. Who is this with you?
This is Rook. She's a friend.
A friend? All right. Make sure you both dress for rain. Drip rain, not mist rain.
Nice to meet you.
And you.
Karash was a worker caste navigator. Got dragged along with the Antam when they invaded.
They told us it was ordered by the Qun. I was not taught war. I was taught the weather. Red clouds for thunder, gray clouds for rain, green clouds for the devouring storm, and black clouds for the Antam cannons. After what they did in Ventus, I ran away.
Is there anything you need? We saw that the Antam were in the area.
Yes. I knew some of them from the Dreadnought where I worked. I know places to hide. They did not see me.
Let me know if they give you trouble.
I am at peace, Avatash. I have the clouds to watch and fish to eat.
More than just fish. Here you go. Shathan said to eat the fruit before it spoils.
I like the cookies better.
Everyone likes the cookies better.
I'll eat the fruit. Thank you, Evatash.
Eat
On a
the
hay den.
fruit so you don't get
I'll see you soon.
scurvy.
So, the dragon hunter has a softer side.
The Kyun says you take care of people.
So, you're a little Kunari, a little Rivaini, and a little dragon?
Yeah?
I get that.
Come on. I should tell my mother how Karash is doing.
Jeez, what happens if you say the opposite?
So how do you get it?
I learned how to survive as a Tevinter galley slave and then as a Lord of Fortune, like you.
Really?
And now I'm
Tevinter
fighting
galley
elven
slave.
gods. So you take what works from each part, right?
Yeah. I had to take Kunari language classes. Growing up, I had to learn how to tie these stupid knots. It wasn't so bad when the Kunari and Rivain were at peace. Now the Antam have broken from the Kyun and started attacking. People look at me like they're scared I'll switch sides.
That's their loss. People who've only ever been one thing will never know how big the world is.
Yeah? Maybe.
Let's sit with that line for a minute. People who've only ever been one thing will never know how big the world is.
Mother, what are you doing here?
You used to call me Tama.
I also used to wet the bed. Want me to start that up again?
I'd rather you didn't. Not that it's my business. She's not in my...
She always did like the flustered ones. In truth, Evitash's tastes are quite varied, although it is uncommon for her to be attracted to men.
Mother.
Perhaps because in some ways, she acts more like a man herself.
Why are you here?
I came to ask Karash about the tablet your group recovered. I wondered if some of the symbols might be used among the Antam.
Be gentle. Don't make him talk about the war.
I see the wisdom of your suggestion. I also see that you used your fire again, Chakra Toebra.
Chakra Toebra.
Remember to keep your consonants crisp. Kunari do not slouch, and neither does our language. Panahedan, Evitash. You did well bringing Karash his food.
Sorry. She's like that.
She's very involved in your life.
Yeah.
It was nice to meet Karash.
Yeah. It was.
In Rivain, the water's always falling down. In Antiva, it rises up out of the floorboards in your basement.
The boss here attempt to help the boss in Treviso. I will not have the butcher complaining that I am hindering his efforts. The Gillen name does not reward those who fail. Find the crows who need supplies and bring them to the warden fort. We will deliver both to the butcher to show that the Ontam who serve Pensionek are worthy of greatness.
Looks like the Ontom got the supplies that were meant for the crows.
We need to get those supplies back and pay back the Ontom.
Come on. The Lords of Fortune don't leave allies in need. For golden glory. Got it.
What? How? Where did he even get that from?
You were frying things in the kitchen last night.
I needed something to do.
At 4 in the morning?
Sorry if I woke you up.
Got any more of those fried things?
I'll make another batch.
Okay. Blood
Get
eater.
ready. Rose, she's alive. A relief to find more than just a body for once.
The Antam kept me alive so they could use me to trick Rivaini into sending more supplies. I didn't think anyone was coming.
The Lords of Fortune wouldn't abandon you. It's the least we could do for the crows.
Thank you for your timely arrival. I'll get the supplies to Treviso and pay back the Antam there.
Alright, well, let's see if I can find these. The Warden Vault. I didn't check. This thing. I don't know what to do. It goes through the wall, and we don't understand. We can't get over there.
Dash, those things the Antam are becoming, rivers, what do you know about them?
Nothing. Normal Qunari don't do crap like that. But I can kind of see it for the Antam.
How?
Antam only care about being bigger and stronger. Of course they'd serve the gods and turn into monsters.
It's going to make clearing them out of Treviso a challenge.
Good thing the crows are there.
I don't understand. What was that? What the heck? I wonder why, oh, I see. Current respawn location. I wonder why there was a quest marker and now there isn't. Like, activating that ghost or whatever, the spirit, it's what we were looking for, but I don't know where the fuck it went. And I don't know if that second one actually has anything to do with it, if they're connected or not. I'm guessing they are, but I don't freaking know how to tell if that's the case.
Hear that? Door's open.
It's just a mage talk. Ooh. A boss chest. Can I get a ring? While flaming weapons is active, charged attacks deal fire damage in an area around the target, but removes flaming weapons. Once thought extinct. Crooky Tails crest. Aww. That's the griffin. Okie dokie. The only other thing we have going on around here is the Hall of Valor, which is actually probably what I've been saying I want, an actual training arena. Or it could end up being like, you know, an Oblivion, where you actually like are trying to defeat people in order to rank up and whatnot. Everything else is, well, there's this that I can't freaking do. I guess a couple extra side things we could do. But I don't know, maybe I feel like we should go on to the Hosberg wetlands and continue the main quest, especially since I already kind of started it.